Hello all, Munch here. Welcome to the first episode of my complete FM19 playthrough series. As you can tell from the crest, we're going to be doing this with Rangers. How this series is actually going to work, just to quickly run through it, is I'm essentially going to show you guys how I play Football Manager. So there's going to be not a lot of editing. It's almost like doing a stream, just so you guys can see how I do what it is that I do in terms of staff, training, transfers, everything is going to be basically shown on this series, because I've had a few people say that how do you do it, and obviously anyone that's new to Football Manager, it's always good to get a few tips and tricks. The way I learned from like Dr. Benji and Work the Space and stuff is I watched the streams and I did the same thing, and basically followed on from what they were doing. So this is essentially my version of it, and I've decided to pick a team that's not a long-term project, if that makes any sense. I suppose technically it could be classed as one. It depends on what the actual ideas of the series are. For me, I think we have to, the main one is that we have to topple Celtic in the Scottish Premier League. That has got to be the number one priority. Obviously, I've taken over from Steven Gerrard, and this was meant to be his first season in charge, but I'm going to be leading the team today. There's going to be a lot of me kind of like waffling and, you know, kind of not making a lot of sense, because obviously I edit out a lot in my videos where I pause quite a lot. I'm still quite new to YouTube, and I've obviously never done a video where I have to talk for so long as I am doing right now. But without further ado, then let's have a look at Rangers and what we're working with. I've already got 7 emails in my inbox, and I usually skip through all these quite quickly. So apparently the board, I've been given the full backing by the board. I'm on a contract at £7,000 per week. The director of football we have is Mark Allen, who looks pretty suitable for a director of football. He looks quite decent. We've got a lot of stuff, but we'll get around to that in a minute. I've got Gary McAllister as my assistant manager. Obviously, Steven Gerrard's a big fan of his. He's got some decent stuff, but we'll go through that later. So let's attend the meeting first. So, hi MikeRo, welcome to the Jizz. That's the nickname of Rangers. I'll take a few minutes to welcome you. It's great. Let's get this meeting started. That sounds like a great idea. I'd love to learn more about the club. I don't want to have any philosophies at the start, because I need to see how the team is going to play. And then I'm a player that kind of works around the team that I've got. I make a formation to suit the players that I've got and the philosophy, and then over time I will bring them into playing the way that I would like to. But in the first season or two, I usually try and play the way that the players want me to, that the players are suited for, because obviously that's how you're going to get the instantaneous results. You can't automatically just change it around like that. We'll delay the meeting until the afternoon, because we've got a lot to get through between now and then. Very good. Right, okay. Oh, this is big. Rangers new signings and transfer obligations. We've obviously had a lot of signings this summer. It's almost like a brand new team. Bloomin' hell. We'll go through the squad in a minute, but yeah, there's a lot of players in there. Okay, we've got a few injuries. Alright, big ones. We've got Graham Dorrans. God, I remember Graham Dorrans. I didn't realise he was there. He's out for 10 months. Eros Grazeda, who's he? That's annoying. He looks very good as a right-wing Albanian. That's pretty good. Jamie Murphy, he's up for, oh my god, 14 to 16 months. I wonder if we can sell him off. We're not going to be able to sell him off, because obviously he's not going to be able to pass a medical anywhere else, so that's not great. And Lee Wallace is out for 3 weeks to 2 months. So we've got quite a few bad injury concerns, so I can see why they'd be struggling a bit. We'll do the tactics in a minute, and we'll do the training in a minute as well, but we're going to responsibilities at Rangers. I'm going to change these slightly, because I don't like doing the friendlies, if I'm honest. So I'm going to say manage friendly matches. Yeah, Gary McAllister is going to handle those. Yep, that's absolutely fine. Okay, and he arranges the friendly matches as well. I don't ever do friendlies, just because I just haven't. I don't know why. I've just never really got into it. I didn't realise that Edouard was a wonder kid at Celtic. They are obviously going to be our big rivals this season. But we've got apparently 2 of the biggest transfers here, and we've been the biggest spenders with 10.5 million, bringing in Scott Arfield, Connor Goldson. So we'll have a look at the team. Actually, I think that's what's going to come after we've had a look at the background. So you can see here that Rangers were founded in 1872, are obviously a very successful club. There's no getting around it. They've won a European Cup, Winners' Cup, but actually not the Champions League, it looks like, at any point. It doesn't look like they've ever won the European Cup. Our first rivals are obviously Celtic. We have 3.5-star youth facilities and 4-star training facilities. We have got a very good infrastructure, which is another reason why I wanted to pick Rangers and do it as a kind of more short-term save. Right, obviously this is the main bit then. These are this is the squad. So we've got a few players I know very well. I know Alan McGregor, he's a kind of old stalwart of Scottish football. Still rated 4 stars, which is very good. I always have a little look through, see if I recognise any of the names. Obviously I reckon Conor Goldson, Gareth McCauley, John Flanagan. I know that James Tavernier is a very decent player as well. I know Lee Wallace, I know Glenn Kamara, Ryan Jack is a good player. I know Stephen Davis, obviously he'll be quite crucial for us because he's a very good player, even at the age of 33. Yeah, we've got some decent players. The one player I'm looking forward to seeing on this game is Alfredo Morelos, who is absolutely brilliant. He could easily play for a Premier League team with stats like these. I think he's going to be the man that I'm going to build my team around. I'm not going to play him in the pressing forward role because I don't think it scores enough goals. So he is definitely going to be playing as a centre forward for me. But I like the look of the team here. We've got some pretty decent players. I need to move a few to a reserve squad because it looks like our team is absolutely huge at the moment. So I need to move a few to the reserves. I'm going to move most of the injured players down to there. And then once they are back from injury, I will then move them. I also get rid of all the players that we sent out on loan. So we can trim down the squad and actually look at what it is that we are working with. The first thing I say is I think we're a bit light up front. We've got, and on the wings, because we've only really got, in terms of wingers, we've got Ryan Kent. Scott Arfield can maybe play there, but I'd rather not play him there. I'd rather not play Kyle Lafferty there. And then we've got Daniel Candias. Apart from that, I don't think there's many wingers that we've got. So I'm wondering maybe if we're going to be better off playing a kind of narrow formation. Because Ryan Kent isn't outstanding, and neither is Candias. So yeah, I think what we might do is we might look to maybe... We've got a problem with left backs as well. We don't really have any left backs. It's not the best squad actually. I thought they'd have a really good squad, but actually they don't. A player I'm very accustomed to though is Ross McCrory, and he will certainly be coming into the first team squad. I always think it's worthwhile going into the reserves as well, just have a quick look at everything that we've got in here. So... I know Andy Halliday is a bit of a fan favourite at Rangers, so I'm going to bring him in. He doesn't look particularly great, but he might be able to play it a bit above his station. That's what he seems to have done for Gerrard this year. So we'll take him off the transfer list. I have no interest in transferring him just yet, so we'll confirm that, because at the moment he's one of the few players that we've got that can play at left back. And who's Carlos Pena? Yeah, he can definitely go for 1.6 million. I haven't even checked what budget we've got, but I'm automatically going to go through and have a quick look at the players I don't want, and Payne is definitely one of them, so we'll transfer this team out for £1 million. I don't mind, just need to get him off the books. What have we got then? We've got £1.8 million in the bank, a wage budget of 16k. There's a lot of players here that I know that we're not going to be able to get, so we'll just quickly skip through those. And that's fine. Okay. Right, well, first things first, I've had a little look at the squad. We can have a look at the team report as well, and it'll tell us what we're looking for. We haven't actually got that many weaknesses. I thought that we would. We lack quality depth in goal and at left back. They don't seem to think that the wing is a problem. I really do. I think we've got a big problem on the wing. We're not very good in terms of flair, so we're probably not going to be very creative. We haven't got a lot of aerial ability in the goalkeepers or handling. A lot of it is down to the handling, apparently. That's mainly the issue that we seem to have. And obviously we only have £1.8 million in the budget, which isn't brilliant. But in terms of the positives, there's absolutely tons here. So the Scottish Premiership must be worse than I actually thought it is, because we look like one of the best teams in it, naturally. The important one here is we have one of the best coaching teams and best scouting teams in the entire competition. We'll get on to staff in a minute. First of all, let's do our tactics and sort that out. So what am I going to do then? I've got a... I think what we'll do is we'll have two different types of play. What we'll do is we'll have a fluid counter-attack, and we're going to base it off of that. So we're going to choose a formation. I'm going to go for the 5-3-2 with the wing backs, and what I might end up doing is playing my favoured 5-2-1-2 formation. So we're going to go confirm on that one as a starting feature. So confirm on that one. Instead of cautious, we're going to go balanced. In possession, it says shorter balance, tempo higher. I think we play a little bit longer because we've got Morelos and he's a bit of an animal. What we're going to do in terms of, like, he's a big physical presence up front. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit higher. We're not going to counter press. We'll regroup, so we sit back and then bang, we hit them on the counter. When possession has been won, then we counter. Distribute it quickly when we get it and throw it long. Don't kick it. That looks like a decent start. So you'll have a sweeper keeper at the back, 2 ball-playing defenders and a central defender. This is the kind of formation I'd like to play. So if we quickly look through and see where I reckon our first team lineup would look like, we'll go through it quickly. So I guess we're going to have McGregor in goal. Yeah, Fotheringham's a good backup. He's not brilliant. So we'll have him in goal. We'll have Connor Goldson. He already suits the ball-playing defender very well. How good's Joe Worrell? Yeah, he looks pretty good as well. So let's have Joe Worrell as our centre-back. Maybe not on cover, though. He doesn't like being on cover. So let's have him normal defend. Then let's have... Who's our other really good defender? Katic looks quite decent. But I do like Gareth McCauley as well. He's not going to be... I don't think he's going to be physical enough for it. In terms of, like, the pace is going to be too much. He's mentally excellent, but I don't think he's got the pace to really be playing at this level anymore. So I'm going to say that we go with Katic as the other defender in the centre. Then right wing back, it's got to be James Tavernier or Tavernier, whichever you prefer. And then we'll have Andy Halliday at left back. So you can tell Tavernier is a very, very good player. So I think we'll be fine with him being there. But Halliday, so I think we need a left back. I do quite like the star ratings. I do pay attention to them. I know that some YouTubers don't, and some people that play FM don't pay attention to them, but I do. It's usually how I gauge. Obviously, I look at the actual attributes themselves, but I also like to gauge a kind of rough idea for my scouts on how good they actually are. The midfield is actually where we are quite strong. We've got a lot of good central midfielders, so I'm going to have to start with... Glenn Kamara looks like a very good upcoming prospect, so we'll keep him in mind. But I do like the idea of Ryan Jack. He's quite good. We haven't got the youngest squad in the world, actually. It's quite... I don't want to say old, but it's a bit older than I'd like. I'm going to definitely get Ross McCrory playing. He can be playing as a deep line playmaker, I think. And then we'll have... we'll have him as the deep line playmaker on defend. And then in the Mazzala role, it might have to be Stephen Davis, I reckon. Yeah, we'll go with that. I know Scott Arfield's very good as well. I might then... Actually, we'll take off Ross McCrory for the time being, and we're going to bring on Scott Arfield. And then what we'll do is well, Ryan Jack playing as the deep line playmaker, and Arfield can play in his preferred box-to-box role. And then up front, we're going to have Morelos, obviously, but he's going to be playing as a centre-forward on attack. And then next to him, we will have Jermaine Defoe. And we'll have Jermaine as an advanced forward. Defoe will be excellent as well, I think. We've got 2 very good strikers up front in Morelos and Defoe. It's just a shame that I don't really... I mean, Carl Lafferty's quite good as well. Yeah, he's 3 stars and very decent. He can play as a pressing forward as well. So then what I'll do is I'll quickly just fill up the bench. It doesn't matter at this stage. We won't get Pina in there though, God. So he knows exactly where he stands with everything. So just take him out and then we'll get Polster and he can go and sit there. Right, okay, so that's what the lineup I think is going to look like for the time being. So there are areas where I need to improve, namely the wing-backs need to be a bit better. Tavernier will be fine, but I think Halliday might need a little bit of work, and I think there's a little bit of scope for up front, just a little bit more depth. I don't want to be relying on only 3 strikers all season. And then what we'll do as well, actually, before I forget, is we're going to go and we'll have a control possession one as well, because I just love a control possession tactic. And that will definitely be a 4-2-3-1 wide, and this is where we can actually use the wingers. I will set that team up properly later, and we might go through that at a different time. This is bloody annoying. I don't like when I have to change it. So Scott Offer goes there, Worrell and Davis. There you go. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to go quickly save this team selection. We'll save it as Rangers first team. So we'll save it as that, and then we won't change for the time being. We'll go through the control possession tactic at a later date, but for the time being, we're going to go with the 5-3-2 because I want to try something different as well. I've barely tried it this season in this FM, and I want to see if we can get any better. Next up, we'll have a look at training and go coaches. So what we got? And there's a lot of 2.5 stars floating around here, which are not brilliant. Actually, I might as well show you before I forget, because I'll have a look. You can see my person, if you like, person, whatever you want to call it, my profile. There you go, that's better. So you can tell that I'm a very attacking-based coach, and I think usually I always like to go tactical, technical, and attacking all on 20. You can take all the goalkeepers off because you can obviously get designated goalkeeper coaches. So I always find it's better to specialise in something and then people can work in around me. I'm used to buying young players, so I put working with youngsters at 19 because they're going to get more out of my style of management. But this is very much the way that I like to run it, and I'm much more of a coach. Actually, no, I think I base myself more as a tactical coach than a kind of, you know, a coach, as in a kind of on the field coach, as it were. So I've got adaptability at 15 and motivating at 18. But I think, you know, at 28 years old, it's not too bad. I've based all my things suggested on the reputation of Rangers, so I have got the highest qualifications that we can get. So if we go to staff, then here we go. This is what the important bit here. So if you look at the recruitment, we've actually got the best scouting network in the league, but we've still got room for another 4 scouts, which I think is quite good. We're near enough on the physio. I don't really worry too much about that, but you can tell coaching here, this is where I always look the most. Like, we've got brilliant attacking, great mental, great technical, great what's that? That's more technical, but what is that? Tactical, of course. Why is it called TCO? And then management. But goalkeeping, we're not very good. And defending could use a little bit of work as well, as could fitness. It looks like I've got room for one more coach. But obviously I need to have a look at the actual staff that I've got in here at the moment, because I'm not particularly happy with my goalkeeping coach. It was Colin Stewart, and you can tell 12s all around is probably not great. I need to get a better coach. I also have a look at the fitness coach. Yeah, Jamie Ramsden needs to lay off the fish and chips, and he needs to kind of get his act together a bit there. So, well, I like Gary McAllister. But I don't know if I want him as my assistant manager. You can obviously mutually terminate them this early. Let's see in the star search what we can do. There's one bloke I pretty much always get at the start of every game I do on Football Manager, as long as I'm based in the UK, and that man is Paul McGuinness. And if I go to defending and then up that to like 18, and hopefully there he is, I can see him already. This guy, just, I mean, statistically, attribute wise, he is honestly probably one of the best people that you can get in the entire game. I mean, he's got defending 19, mental 16, technical 18, working with youngsters 20. He's absolutely unreal, and he is definitely going to be the first one I try and get in the van, although he's after 4.3k in wages, and I can't afford that at the moment. Or if I go to assistant manager, and then, oh god, I can only offer him 2.6. What I might do, actually, I might up the Labrix Premiership, and then we'll give him a big bonus. It's interesting because I don't know how I feel about working on a budget, and I'll also give him that if we reach the first knockout round of the Europa League, I'll give him 19k. That might be able to swing him around. And actually, I'm going to go back to doing it as a coach rather than as an assistant manager. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to be able to get Paul McGuinness in this one. That is irritating. Can I get Ivan Cordoba? Probably not. Definitely not. If he wants that wage just to be an under-18s coach, I've got no chance here. Let's go 1.9. No chance. So I've got to try and gauge then whereabouts we are in terms of the stats that we're looking for. So let's forget defending for the time being. Let's go to all the goalkeeping ones, and let's try if we can get someone that's at 15 that will be interested in coming. And naturally, I want them to be unknown. Not well. If they're unknown, they're likely to ask for more wages. Yeah, I'm never going to get Paul Crichton. Steve Sutton, Agate. We should be able to. Nah, okay, he wants to be an under-18s coach. What if I go goalkeeping and put him to 1.5? Okay, he only wants 1.6, so let's bump that down to 1.4. I'm a massive haggler. I will literally haggle over anything to save myself money on this. So we can edit that. So hopefully that with the goalkeeping situation sorted. Let's get the fitness sorted as well. Keep bumping that up. Let's go 17. See if I can find someone that's going to play a 17. You're on Henke or Heineck. Looks pretty good. Carlos Cachada. Yeah, I think I might go for him actually. He's got 19 fitness. Yeah, he likes that. We'll go 2k for him. Magical. And then I think the final one then we might as well go defending, and then we'll knock that down to 15. Go okay. And let's see who I can get in. We had a look at Cordoba and he wouldn't come. David Weir? Could go for David Weir, but he's more interested in being an assistant manager than a coach, isn't he? And who's this boy? Mauro Gallo. I'm never going to get him in as a... he's way too good. Alphonse Hegel? Who's you? I wonder if maybe we can get him. Let's try him. He's wanted by some Bundesliga clubs, so I can't see him coming in for much. He wants 3.7k, so I'm never going to be able to get him. I like Herman Haridason, but there's no chance I'll get him either. Chris Brass? Might be able to convince him, I think. Yeah, we'll be able to convince him. I know it's not brilliant, but as a stand-in, I think it's just to get a bit more of the defending up. So let's get him in as a coach as well. We'll bump that down to 1k. Okay, he wants 1.5. We'll go back to 1k. No. Okay, 1.1. There you go. Now suddenly there's a little bit of movement. 1.2. I'm still going to try and save myself £100. 1.3. There we go. Awesome. Right, okay, that's good. So that's that sorted. In terms of the coaching staff, let's have a look at scouts. So go staff role, scout, pick. Normally I go into more detail on it, but I'm literally just kind of flying through it at the moment because I want us to... I don't want it to be too boring, if you know what I mean. Not that it's boring anyway. I quite enjoy watching people playing Football Manager. Tonino Cruz is excellent as a scout, so let's definitely get him in. If you can get them from different nations as well, it really helps because obviously they have a better understanding of the language of the nation and just a general understanding of the market out there. So let's go 16k for reaching the first knockout round of the Europa League. And let's see, if we win the Scottish Cup, you can have 20k. No, he's still not happy. I don't know I'm going to get him. Can I get Derek Langley? Oof, 16 and 20. I doubt we're going to be able to get him as well. Now he wants 8k, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Robbie Cook, 16 and 16. Might be able to get him. No, not even interested. Tonino Cruz was our best bet. Well, I mean, we've still got the best scouting network in the league. It's just a bit like... I just want to have better than that. Do you know what I mean? Maybe go for Ewan Cook. He's got 13 and 16, which isn't too bad. I just want to get a few people in because if I can get some more in, obviously it expands our network, and then I can get a few more people involved. He's got 14, which looks pretty good. More importantly, Hans Gillis here, he has got lots of interest and a lot of knowledge about mainland Europe. I don't like the fact that he's automatically wanting a lot more. No, fine. Steve Head. I don't want it to be exclusively English though, that's the problem. Steve Head, no. Who's this boy? Lars Morosco. Okay, he's got a bit more of an understanding. Let's try you. Yeah, okay, that's good. So we'll bump him down to 1.3. 1.5. Come on, 1.5. Beautiful. Right, okay, I think that will do in terms of the staff. Let's move on for a bit because obviously I'm not going to be able to do any scouting or anything for the time being, but we've had offers from Payner, which is important. So the season expectations, I'm going to say in the Europa League, I always have a look just to see what they'll offer for what we can get, but it's not worth it for another 0.8 for like another 80,000. We'll say reach the group stage in the Europa League. They give us an extra 200k if we win the Ladbrokes Premiership. I don't think we're ready for that. So we're going to go reach final, Europa League qualification via the league. So that means essentially finish second. So we've got quite a lot here. Oh, hello. Right, okay, we've had a lot of offers then for Payno, who's a player I don't particularly rate. So that's a bit of selling team contribution to it. I'll accept 800k. I'm not accepting any of these other bids. I'm not accepting them because it's 625. I need as much money as I can get. So I'm willing to talk with teams that will actually pay up. I'm willing to do that. Time to introduce myself to the squad. You can tell it from the dynamics. Team leaders of Stephen Davis, Macaulay and Alan McGregor. Then we've got Carl Lafferty, Tavernier, Jermaine Defoe, Andy Halliday and Goldson and Ryan Jack as the highly influential players. And then we've got some more influential players in there. Obviously, there's been a big turnaround in the playing staff, or in the players, obviously, since Gerrard came in. So I'm kind of picking up where Stevie signed everyone from. I'm going to say I'm very positive. I think we can qualify for the Euro Cup. I always try and play it a bit safe because it's good to get the boys on side early. If you overachieve, that's great. Alright, I've got a meeting with Gary McAllister. Okay. I never do the intra-squad friendly. It's never bothered me because I don't really care how good my under-23s are in relation to the first team at the moment. I should know anyway. I'd love to see his report on the team though. I'll talk to some of my staff individually because a lot of them are probably going to be going soon. I need to know whose contracts are going out. About how can you assist me with friendlies? Can you arrange to take control of friendlies? Yeah, he likes that. That's literally it. That's all I get the assistant to do. I do everything else. We've already seen that team report. Okay, there's a few players that are going to be out of contract. Then Gareth McCauley is fine. Lee Wallace is probably fine. Who's this Kieran Wright boy? Okay, he's a young goalie and he's got quite a lot of potential. So want to keep an eye out on there. Same with Danny Finlayson. Other than that, I'm not really that bothered. The rest of them are fine. Okay, so what we got? Okay, we've got a few approaches for Ewan Chester, but I'm hoping that the fact that we're Rangers will come in handy and that will just turn him our way. Let's hope so. Got player development advice. I'll move him down. Who's this? Got a few players out on loan here that look quite good. We shall see. Right, attend my first press conference as Rangers manager. Exciting. I won't be doing as many of these as I can help, I'm going to say, but I always like doing the first one so the media know that I'm not a complete fraud and that I hide away from everyone. I'm very excited. This is a great club and I can't wait to get stuck in. That's my initial thoughts on taking the job. Do you feel that your ambitions for the club are matched by the chairman? I do, yes. I'm very passionate in what I say. I do, yes. That sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? I'm very happy with the direction that we're going in. It's a massive club and it would appeal to anybody. Did you have any reservations about taking the job? Only that it put one of my heroes out of a job. I'll say I'll jump at the chance, to be honest. Age isn't important. What is it about the job that appealed to you? I think the ambition is fantastic. I'm an attack-minded coach. That's what they're led to believe. I like my team to play good attacking football. I've not yet know with the backroom staff. Does the squad have the necessary quality for you to achieve your targets? I have an inherent level of trust in collective abilities and look forward to find out how far we can take us in the short term. So the players are excited for a fresh start. The fans will play a massive part. I don't want to lose the fans. That's one of the first things I don't want to do. This is a good start then. So I'm excited by our prospects. I have to avoid making more of a loss than 4.48 million. That should be fine. Right, okay, important then. Steve Sutton has automatically said that he will come and join the club. So let's get him signed up. So we've got ourselves a brand new goalkeeping coach. Payno wants to sign for Atlas. The board have agreed to give us 625k, so that's why I had to accept the higher offer, because I need as much money as I can get. So now that Sutton is here, let's go into training and coaches. Let me go edit coaching assignments. Let's have a look then. What am I training? Graham Murty? What's Graham Murty good at? Graham Murty's good at attacking, but he's better attacking technical than tactical. So let's do that. And then you've got me. I don't want to really be teaching defensive. Why in the world is Gary McAllister trying to teach goalkeepers anything? What is going on here? Yeah, he can do the tactical in terms of possession. Well, oh my God, Peter Lovenkrands. What a flashback that is. God, I remember Peter Lovenkrands. Comment section if you remember Peter Lovenkrands. Absolute legend. That's LMA Manager 2001. That is prime LMA Manager. I'm going to get Colin Stewart to do the handling and Steve Sutton can do the shot stopping. So that way now we've got a nice mix of the two. What else have I got here? God, Michael Beale looks like a good coach. What's he doing? He's wasted on fitness. Get off of that, mate. Get yourself in the technical. So what can Graham Murty do instead? He's good at attacking as well. What am I good at? I can't remember what I'm good at. I'm good at technical and tactical, but I'm not particularly good at anything else. I'll get Graham Murty doing sharing out duties on the attacking just to keep himself happy. Ramsden's doing both fitness at the time being, but not for long. Tom Coleshaw. Actually, that's what we can do then. Graham Murty can go off and do possession technical. I know it's not great, but we'll have to do for the time being. And Peter Lovenkrands can do that. So Tom Coleshaw's good at defensive, so we'll take him off of that and put Tom Coleshaw on. He can be on both the defending ones, I think. God, I'm shocking at teaching defending. There we go, that's better. So we've got the tactical and the technical. And then Michael Beale. He's brilliant, Michael Beale. What a coach he is. Very happy with that. Alright, so that looks a little bit better now. I'm relatively happy with the way that's going. Especially the fact that the attacking coaching is very good, because I want us to be an attacking team. Atlas have signed Pina, so that's good news for us. I'm going to get Lars Morosoko in because he's German and it will give us a little bit more in the market there. I always end up doing this, so Kachada is going to have to come in for... Kachada's going to come in for Jamie Ramsden. Sorry, mate. But, yeah, he's going to have to... Jamie Ramsden comes in for him. I don't think I need Chris Brass now. I don't need Chris Brass now. Now that I know that I've got a pretty good defensive coach, I don't need Chris Brass. So that saved us a little bit of money in compensation, where I thought we were going to have to spend some, which is good. What we'll do as well while we're here, alright, we'll scout. I always scout everybody. I always scout absolutely everyone because I'm just that kind of guy. I just need to know. Okay, so I've got Chief Scout as Andy Scalding, and he's only got 13 to 14. So we'll wait a day, wait for our new scout to come in. Actually, now we've got Chester as well, so we're going to wait. I'll get Lars on an intensive course. Ramsden's been sacked. Kachada comes in. Ryan Jack's been... Oh, Jesus Christ. Ryan Jack's already out for 7 to 8 weeks, and Jermaine Defoe's out for 1 to 2 days. That's not a good start. We'll get you and Chester on board as well, and then we're going to send out the scouts. And then I'll show you what assignments I normally do for them. Let's ask him to recommend assigning you in Chester as well. Can I still do that with Murasoko? I'll ask him to recommend assigning. Wait and see what they come back with. And then what we'll do is I'll get stuck into the assignments. 9 messages, that's a lot. That's because we've got a lot of homegrown players. Alright, I think see, now this looks a lot better now in terms of the stuff. Now we've got the best of pretty much absolutely everything in the coaching department and everything in the scouting department. Very, very good indeed. I'll just make sure that the coaches are set up how I'd like them to be. Yes, this is what I'm annoyed at, is that I need Kachala to be on both. There you go. 3 stars on each is better than it was beforehand, where it was only 2.5 and 2, I think. So that's much better. Right. So scouting. We'll go keep... I would like Malpai, actually. Malpai's not a bad shout. Jake Reeves, interesting. What we'll do then is we'll go to assignments, and we're going to start, obviously, assigning some talent. Hang on, who's this guy got? So, Ewan's got some known talent. Quite a lot of players that I know, to be fair. No one that we're going to be able to get. We're not going to be able to get any of these players at this. Maybe Nketiah, actually. But do I really? No, I do need another striker. I did say I needed another striker. He's only being paid 4k a week as well. How many loans? If I get to make an offer, it'll tell me how many loans I've got in. Oh god, I can't have any more than 5 loan players. I've already got 5. That's frustrating. I wonder if we're going to be a little bit... I might be a little bit sort of hamstrung in this, to be fair. How good's this boy then? Daniel Gabriel from FC Wacker Innsbruck. Never heard of him, but I quite like players I've never heard of, to be fair. Let me know if this is the kind of save that you enjoy, by the way. I mean, like, I know it's a bit... It's not quite as kind of cutting as my usual stuff, but having said that, I quite like the idea of, like, just... You know, watching. If I was going to do streams, this is probably what I would do at the end of the day. So you have to watch this sort of thing as you go. I won't obviously be playing... I'll be playing all the games on camera. That's the crucial bit of info, is that I will be playing all our games on camera. One thing I would say, though, is that I'm not going to like make you watch all the screens on the in-between. I'm only going to get you to watch like the kind of important games. So like the friendlies, etc. I'm not going to be playing. It'll be important tactical bits and bobs like that. But I'm going to set my first scout report, or my first scouting assignment. I'm going to set it to Ewan Chester. Actually, no, let's set it to Lars Murasoko, because he's got a wider range that he can go to. I've gone for Hot Prospect at the time being. So you can see here the additional conditions that he's at most 24 and is at least good. I'm going to say scout. Keep on going with that. And I'll go transfer budget. We'll go up to 50 to, let's go up to 10 million pounds, because we've got to be aware that this is the kind of region that we're working in. If I can't sign anyone this year, it's not as much of a problem. What I will do then, let's just get him searching Europe for the time being, because that seems like a natural way to go. So I don't care about what position, let's just get him going. I'm going to then set up first team player for now, and we'll go budget of £2.5 million, and we'll go for, let's go for region, and let's go, I quite like Scandinavia, so let's go Scandinavia, and it will be for, yeah, let's just go first team player for the time being, but I'm going to send Ewan out there, because he can get himself some more knowledge, and we'll have one more scouting assignment, and it's going to be quite crucial. So let's go £2.5 million. Let's go let's just go scouting range, and then I'm going to go for a month before the start of the season. We'll go first team player, and I need a left wing back if preferable. So I'll go for that, and then we're going to set that to Andy Scolding, because he is our chief scout, and I expect him to come back with something good. Right, I think then that will do in terms of the scout report, so we'll just keep rolling. I don't really know where to stop it. I think I might stop it in a minute, because I think this has been a good kind of like start to the series. I don't want the episodes to drag on too long and go on for absolutely ages. I just want us to get a look at the squad and how I tend to set up at the start of every season and just go through the stuff. We were denied by a late goal, but we got a 1-1 draw against CSKA Moscow. Matt Polster getting the goal there. He looks quite good for a ball-winning midfielder, actually. There's a lot of like mid-20s players, which isn't young, but it's not old either. We're kind of just like almost in that kind of peak area at the moment. I was expecting a little bit better. I won't scout any of those competitions because there's no point at the moment. I've already set my guys some targets. Marcos Senesi. He looks okay. We'll keep scouting him. Rangers training camp. We'll go for auto select and include your youth prospects. It's always a good thing when no one's got shirty with me about the thing. I'm not going to request a stadium expansion just yet. Plus, Ibrox is quite big as it is anyway, so I don't think I really need to expand the stadium any more than we already have done. At the start of the season as well, it's worth noting that in pre-season, I normally let the AI kind of work out the way it normally is. So obviously when you start, there's a kind of preset training routine that's in there. Once the season really gets underway, I start changing it myself depending on what the fixtures are. So if we've got a big game coming up, naturally, I will then kind of work a bit more on the defensive side of things, so I can make sure that we are ready to go when we aren't. And when it's a kind of game where we know that we're going to come against people that are kind of deep lying and playing back, then I will obviously work on being a bit more creative and a bit more attacking. No, I'm not interested in either of these boys here. Not good enough. I wonder maybe if I can get some free agents, actually. We might check the free agents pool. What I also need to do is I'm going to quickly change the preferences and the skins that I'm in. I can never remember where it is. Here we go. This is what I want. So I think because we're in the Scottish Premier League and it's a little step below, what we'll do is we've got an excellent attribute threshold. We can do is 13. A good attribute threshold is 10. And then we'll have the average one at 8. So let's work off that basis. But I think I wasn't really appreciating just how good our players are at this level. And there you can see now that Connor Goldson is one of the better players that you're going to get in the division. Plus it makes me feel better just looking at them and thinking, oh, he's a bit better than I thought. One thing I think we're going to do then, I think we'll stop this bit after our first Europa League qualifying game, which is against these guys, whoever they are. We'll get to it in a minute. I'm already going to criticise Nikola Katic. I'm not happy in players that don't perform well in training. We've got to register the squad as well for the Europa League, so let's go for that. What I'll do is I automatically go auto-select, and then I see... Alright, okay, we got a problem here then. I'm going to take Andy Firth out. I'm going to bring Joe Worrell in. And if I bring in Ross McCrory, I think we're okay. Yep, that's pretty much as good as it's going to get, so I'm going to go with that. We've got another friendly today, I think. Yeah, against Queen's Park. So let's see how we get on in that. A nice win would do. It's KF Scoopy. KF Scoopy is going to be our first game on camera. We're just getting injuries left, right and centre here. Come on now. Ross McCrory's injured for 3 weeks. And Scott Arfield's out for 5 to 6 days. Our injury list is insane already. There's no way I'm going to get Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'll look at some of these players. Yeah, he looks quite good. Right, let's have a look then. So if I go player search, what we'll do is... Because obviously these are the players that are kind of ready and waiting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go contract status expired. We'll get it down to 23 because like I said, there's a lot of players like kind of in their prime age, but I want players that are slightly better than that. And I need to sort of have a look at what we've got going here. Maybe it's time to have a look at some stats. So what we'll do is we'll go left back to start with, and then let's go attributes. So pick. I want someone that's quite pacey. It's got good stamina, good crossing, and we'll knock that down to 11. Oh, hello. Does anyone remember Gideon Adu-Pepra? I remember him. Absolute beast. I'm going to scout him. I don't think he's good enough, but it's got to be worth a scout. Oh, this boy looks alright. Ricardo Calder. Where was he from? Played it in Venice for a few years and now is out. Physically looks quite decent. Might be just good to get in as a general body. I think he might be a good shout as a general body, you know. That's a problem. Unable to play club football from 12th of the 12th, 2018 to the 1st of the 8th, 2019. What, is he doing a sentence or something? I don't know. That's annoying. That's annoying. He would have been a good backup. He would have been a good backup. Yeah, that he's gone now. He would have been a good backup for us. Forget that ingrown status. Alright, let's have a look. What's happened here? Have I accidentally changed the condition? I have as well, you know. Idiot. Where is my condition? So let's take out that. Let's just get stamina and crossing, and let's get them down to 12 and see what comes up. Chris Owens, ex-Liverpool youngster. I'll have a look. This is the kind of market that we're working in. It's as simple as that. This is the kind of market that I've got to work in at the moment. Sometimes the other thing I do is I literally just look at the left backs and I look at anyone who's got a bid put in for them and who it is that's bidding for them or who it is that wants them. And if they're anywhere near the kind of standard that I think we are, then we go for it and we have a look. So if we go for information, there's been a few bids here. No, not Woking, not Woking. Stenhouse Muir, no. No. Who's this boy then? Rico Kitongo. 18 years old. See, the thing is that I don't want to sign people for the sake of it, but at the same time, I don't have a lot in the tank in terms of actual other players, do we? That's the problem that I've got. Let's go and have a look at strikers. Because I said I wanted another striker, but at the moment, to be fair, I would literally just go for the fact that we don't have any midfielders because of this bloody injury crisis. The Jamie Thomas guy looks he looks quite decent. At 21 years old as well. Fairly ambitious. Got good strength. Can play as an advanced forward target man. Jermaine Defoe's not getting any younger, and neither's Carl Lafferty as well, so maybe having a guy like Jamie Thomas might be good. I'm going to have a look at him for sure. We'll do some picks on the... so I want someone... I want someone that's got a bit of pace and finishing. No one with 15. Okay, how about 13? Here we go then, let's have a look. Now... I don't want to get too excited, but Gustav Isaksen looks like a player that could have a very bright future. He's only got He's only 17 years old, Danish, and I love it. He could be the next Bentner. Then we've got Connor Higgins. Nah, I'm not feeling that, but I'm feeling maybe Gustav Isaksen just because he's so young. No, he's not good enough. That's Hussein Mohammed. Maybe if I up the age a little bit. I've gone up to 31, but I don't really want to buy any more kind of like older generation players. Do you know what I mean? It's interesting. It's interesting. We'll keep going and see what the scouts come back with. That's the most important thing. Plus, I want to play this Scoopy game and see how we get on with the 5 players that I have left. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. We'll keep an eye on these players, but there's no one really there that's taking my eye as of yet. The most important thing I've found on FM is that you need to trust your scouts. You just need to be able to trust them. Rangers injury update. Everyone's mugged. Jeez. Who's this boy then? Andy Dallas. We've got a lot of like apparent exciting young talents, but I'm yet to really see any of that. I'm excited for the save though. We've got our first press match pre-conference or pre-match press conference. Do you think your side will find motivation a problem against a team like Scoopy? I'm going to certainly say Scoopy are very capable of beating us, but we have to play well. I don't like playing at home first, to be fair, in ties. So these ties have to decide by the similar margin, so it could make a decisive difference playing at home first. Scott Arfield will say, if I need to use them, I will, but I don't think we do. Apparently, we've got a lot of players out on loan, which I can see. I don't want to even address that. That's just about some guys after Finlayson, the guy who apparently is quite a good young talent of ours. I'm not seeing it, but hey ho. I've got a bite on my hand here from some insect and it's really, really itchy. Like, really itchy. I will confirm that the squad that we had last time is exactly the same as it was then. Pre-match tactical reminder. I always leave it to my assistant manager to sort out these bits, so I'm going to say hand it over to my assistant manager. Ah, okay, we're playing Genk in the friendly. Very exciting. Right, here we go then. It is our first game. We are playing... Oh, yeah, no, so we are away from home then. We're playing Scoopy away from home. I have no idea where they're even from. This is highly exciting. Right, Ryan Jack is obviously going to come off because he is shattered. So Glenn Kamara can come and play in there because he looks like he's up for it. Ross McCrory... Actually, no, you know what? I like Ross McCrory. Ross McCrory is injured. Idiot. Mike. We'll bring him on. Okay. Yeah, I quite like the look of that team. Let's take Jermaine Defoe off, actually bring on Carl Lafferty just to be safe. Right, so in the terms of the lineup, then we've got Alan McGregor in goal. Then we've got Halliday and Tavernier as the wing-backs, with Katic, Worrell and Goldson as our three defensive centre-backs. Then we've got Stephen Davis, Kamara and Arfield, who are our midfield three, with Lafferty and Morelos playing up front together. I think while I'm here, actually, I'm going to train Morelos. We go to training. Let's get him more natural in the complete forward role on attack. Look, he's got all the stats to be able to play this role, so I think that he can do this. Submit, and away we go for the first game of the new series. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to play it in 3D. I rarely ever play in 3D, but we might as well give it a go. I certainly expect nothing but a win from this first leg. Boys like that. We'll do the old faith talk, which I do for every single team talk. Although it hasn't had much of an effect just yet. We don't know enough about them, so we just go over our own approach, apparently. I hate doing ones inside the tunnel. Look at it, packed to the rafters out in Scoopy, wherever that is. I will find out where it is based. Before anything, let's just go to my usual. So, slightly faster and faster is matched between highlights. No extended highlights, we'll have key highlights, please. And yeah, we're on director at the time being. So whatever the man upstairs says is what we will see. And away we go. Very excited to start the new series. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section. Are you excited about it? Can you recommend any players you reckon I might be able to sign? Have any of you actually done a save in the Scottish Premier League? There's probably a reason why you haven't. But I thought it'd be quite interesting to do it. Just for a change, and just I don't think many people have done it, and it seems like quite an exciting challenge to try and beat Celtic. So let's see how we get on. Oof, honestly, I think I've scratched my hand a little too much. It's quite itchy. I just realised I said, we're not going to be playing Scott Arfield, and I'm playing midfield today. So Stephen Davis over a ball, whips it in. It's a penalty. I can't really see for. It looks like Worrell's taking a tumble in the box. I'm already running out of saliva in my mouth because I'm talking too fast. Carl Lafferty steps up. We are 1-0 ahead in Scoopy. I need to find out where it is. Hang on 2 seconds. Where is Scoopy? I don't know anything about the club. Oh, okay. It's in Macedonia. North Macedonia. Apologies to anyone that knows about North Macedonian football. I'm sorry that I don't know who Scoopy are. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. But I quite like it. Scoopy. Sean Connery would have a field day saying that. Sean says. Scottish Sean. Stephen Davis whips the ball in. I don't even know if that actually sounds like him, to be fair. Katic now on the ball. There'll be quite a few impressions, I imagine, in this series because I often just do it for myself, just for the lols. Apologies for the fact I just said the lols out loud there. Lafferty into Davis. Davis to Kamara. Got a good bit of control here on there, even though we're more the counter-attacking team. But Tavernier's got down the wings nicely here. Not the best ball in, but Scott Arfield finds him again. Tavernier back to Kamara. Kamara into Tavernier. I quite like this 3D lock. Halliday on the ball. Go on, Andy. Hit it, Andy. Andy! Oh! Andy Halliday's got a goal! 2-0, 16 minutes in. I think we're going to be just fine going through in this tie. I think we've already got 2 away goals. It's not even 20 minutes yet. Lovely ball out there from Tavernier to Halliday. Halliday on the ball. He absolutely spanks it past Naumowski. Brilliant stuff. I'm finding it weird to constantly talk because naturally I kind of leave a bit of a pause when I do my normal videos because I know I'm going to edit them out. And in this one I have to talk all the time and I have to make jokes off the cuff. I'm actually a painfully shy person, so this is quite new for me and a little bit exciting / terrifying. Kamara on the ball. Go on. It's over. Unlucky, mate. We are cruising here. Ow, ow, ow. God, it's really sore. I should not have scratched it so hard. I feel like I've scratched all the skin off my hand. I actually have on my hand. Morelos, over the top. Go on, mate. Open your account for the season. Morelos, it's a good save by the keeper. He's doing well to keep them in this, but it could literally be anything at this rate. We are on fire. And there's yet another highlight in the 25th minute. Come on then, boys. Morelos, lovely touch away. He's been fouled, has he? No. But he's just tackled someone. I want the open betting here, right, in the comment section, because anyone that knows Alfredo Morelos knows that he loves a red card. How many do you reckon he's going to get in this season? Or if you want to be brave, how many do you reckon he's going to get in the save? Tavernier to the back post, and Carl Lafferty takes his second. He's giving it the dollar sign, I think, is old Lafferty. He's loving it. I'm loving it. This is easy. If all games are like this, we're going to be just fine. Just fine. Ow. Jesus. I'm really sorry. I'm just in a lot of pain on my hand. Sure, it's exciting watching for you all. I'm going to praise the boys. Well done. We had a bit of a slow start where they had 3 shots in like the first 10 minutes. After that, we've been absolutely all over them. And Scott Arfield is definitely going to get a rest today as well. And they've got a yellow. I'm just very happy with the way this has all gone. It's been very pleasant for a first episode of a series. I'm enjoying it. I'm just realising how long oh god, it's gone on for a little bit. There probably will be a little bit of editing where there are some of the pauses or there's bits that I don't really think that you need to see. But the whole idea of the series in general is just to kind of give you an idea of how I play it, and I enjoy a complete playthrough. I used to like watching them, and obviously I'm going to make videos that I enjoy watching as well, so we'll go with that. As Koulibaly is going to come on for the very impressive Scott Arfield, who played at 7. Well done, mate. Nice and easy. I'm also probably going to take off Alfredo Morelos just so we don't knacker him out. And we'll bring on Candeas and move him out to the wing, and then James Lafferty can just play on his own up front. It's a bit of a weird formation, but what I'll probably end up doing is taking Stephen Davis on and bringing on Ryan Kent. So we're kind of switching to a kind of 5-2-3 system, which I think will be quite exotic, shall we say. Ooh. Are they going to get a goal at Scoopy and make things interesting as Petrovsky gets on the ball? Looking forward here. He plays a nice ball into Vasilevsky. I'm very impressed with the way I'm pronouncing these names, by the way. That's a good ball over to Manev. That's a bit of an easy one to pronounce. Oh, bloody hell. Vasilevsky nearly got a goal there. Good effort from the boys. Unlucky. And we're nearing the hour mark. I might go from balanced to cautious, actually. We've pretty much got this game won. Stephen Davis whips in a free kick. Goldson. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. It's offside. Candeas has tapped it in from the keeper. Might have some questions to answer for there. I mean, if you watch this again, I mean, what's that? What is that? That is horrendous. That is Karius levels of horrendous. I'm going to take off Stephen Davis, like I said, and I'm going to bring on Ryan Kent. He is going to move out to the left wing. And then we've got Kamara and Koulibaly in the middle and James Lafferty up front. So it's going to be a 5-2-3 formation. Very exciting. Oh, this might have just buggered up my plans here. Oh, how has he missed? Oh, my word. Koleski, how has he missed that? That was an absolute sitter. How has he missed that? Honestly, that has baffled me. 25 minutes to go. McGregor smacks a long one up the pitch, looking for Carl Lafferty. He's managed to knock it on. He's a big lad, is Kyle, so I expect him to win quite a lot in the air. Namowski on the ball now. Where are you going to play it, mate? Lays it down. He hits it long. Good flick on, but now it's picked up nicely by Goldson. We've not really too troubled at the back, and when we have had the ball, we've played it around nicely. It's hard to judge how well we're actually playing because I don't know how good Scoopy actually are. I can hazard a guess that they're not brilliant. It's Candeas on the ball now. Finds Koulibaly. Koulibaly into Ryan Kent. I can see Andy Halliday on the overlap here. Kamara to Kent. Kent ignores him. Kent hits it. Nearly a wonder goal, but not quite. I appreciate the effort though, mate. Unlucky. A few players are disinterested. I'm going to say get creative and put pressure on them. How does it put pressure on you? You're 3-0 up as Carl Lafferty gets a hat-trick on his opening game of the season. Lovely from Kyle. It's a perfect hat-trick as well, apparently. One with his right, one with his left, and one with his head. Magical stuff. Well done, Mr. Lafferty. Great header. Keeper's nowhere near it. Scenes. 4-0. 4-0 against Scoopy. I'm very, very pleased. Well done, lads. This has been, dare I say it, comfortable. And a good start to the save. I'm very, very happy. We've got 10 minutes to go. Not that long, really. I think we've done what we needed to do. We've got the most of it in. All it is now about keeping a clean sheet, keeping it tight. And it's good to get a big win under the belt nice and early and get players into form early. I enjoy the fact that all of our back three are playing at over a 7.8 or so. Or at 7.8 or over, shall we say. It's very good. That was a bit of an unnecessarily difficult tackle. Calm down, Candeas. Calm down. Don't go hacking him. It's all over. A 4-0 win. Very happy. I'm sorry, Scoopy. But I'm going to say to the boys assertively, I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Lots to admire in that performance. I was very, very pleased. Very pleased indeed. Yeah, we're going to be fine qualifying from it. We've got a few games between now and the start of the season. I'm going to praise Carl Lafferty's performance and say, you were superb for a goal, mate. Keep it out. And he says, I'm hoping I can keep it up. Good lad. I'll attend the press conference. So it was a superb win for everyone. They deserve a reward so they can have a day off afterwards. Winning my first competitive match as Rangers manager. It was a great match. Everything went according to plan. I don't want to talk about the referees. Carl Lafferty was very good. Ref made the correct call, but I don't want to say anything because I like maintaining an air of mystery about it all. Right, I think then what we'll do is we will probably end it there, I think. I'm just skipping through bits. But I think what we'll do is we probably will end it there. And obviously we're going to come back from where we kick off in this, in all fairness. There's not going to be too much changed. Hopefully by then we'll have figured out who we're going to have a look at signing, if we can sign anyone. Like I said, if you do know of anybody, then please do let me know in the comment section. This boy looks quite good. Chris Cadden. I don't like the fact that he's more like a wing back, but he's not left. But I could afford him, and that's... I don't want to buy a player just because I can afford him. Do you know what I mean? You want to do better than that, but he'd go towards the minimum of training in Scotland. Our first team total at the moment is 5. He could get up to 4-star potential. That's not bad. But he's 6 foot. But his heading's abysmal at 6. You'd expect better. Who scouted him? John Brown. Yeah, see, I'm a little... I don't want to say you're a liar, John. Or I don't want to say I don't trust you, but I'm going to reserve judgment. I'll reserve judgment. But maybe it is the kind of player that we need. I'm not sure. I won't criticise Jermaine Defoe because he's just come back from an injury. There you go. Even more injuries. Just 2 to 3 day injuries. We're all over the shop here at the moment. What I'll do is I'll get to the start of the Scoopy game. And then we can stop it there. And let's just see if we get any kind of news in between now and then. Like maybe even with regards to like the players that we're... that we might sign. Just somewhere so I can leave you all on a cliffhanger from this opening episode. No. Don't know about the groundsman and the pitches. We've sold 40,000 season tickets. That's pretty decent. We hold Genk to a draw, apparently. Was there anyone in Genk that we... Oh, my God. Oh, Morelos is injured for 5 to 6 weeks. Just look at this injury list. I'm going to talk to Morelos about the injuries, so don't worry about your injury. The injuries put a real dampener on things. So you're a real loss to the team. I've recovered it because he said, right, I'll get strong with my recovery. But he got a bit pissy there. And I don't like that, Morelos. Calm yourself down, mate. He's so good, though. He's so good. Right, I think then, on that lovely sour note, that might be where... Pedro Alcalá looks quite good. Guerra? Definitely not. Who's this boy then? Oh, hello. He looks very good. I think 5'10", that's a very physical league, but he might bring a bit of technical quality to the league. Is he listed, is he? For £2 million, though. Well, I have £2 million now after we spent it on... He's wanted by Chelsea. If he's wanted by Chelsea, he must be good. He must be good. He could be very good. But is a centre midfielder what I really need? Probably not. Probably not. I'll keep scouting him. And we'll keep scouting... No, we won't scout Guerra. Ali Pepper is a definite no-go, as I thought he might be. Calder would be a useful signing, but again, not the kind of player I want to keep. And Jamie Thomas has now gone to Burton Albion, so I was a little bit too late on getting to him. So, not a lot to get too excited about in terms of transfers at the moment, but hopefully we will have some business in the next episode. This is more kind of an introductory one to it. Do let me know what you think about the idea of it. I know that it's obviously not the kind of usual as a kind of entertaining and, you know, cut to be funny kind of stuff that I do. This is more genuinely me playing through the game. So if you like your streams and you like kind of in-depth gameplay on Football Manager, then this should be the save for you. It should be quite exciting with Rangers as well. It's nice to see us working on a very thin budget. It's not something that I'm used to, so it'll be a good test of my skills. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do hit that like button, share and subscribe to the channel, and you'll never miss an episode, I hope. Until I see you in the next episode of my Rangers Save, stay cool.